My name's Chaz John, and I paint a lot of dogs. My newest show, called Res Dogs 2, just opened at Ellsworth Gallery, and it's the sequel and continuation to the series that I've been working on since my residency here at Ellsworth. Res dogs, for folks that don't know, are feral dogs that run wild on the reservation, and they're a product of colonization and kind of the impoverished conditions that came with that. As a visual language, which is something I'm always really interested in, res dogs are often used to, depict suffering, but I feel like they've, they don't gain anything from their poetic usage. So I think that as a project, one of my main goals was making work that wasn't just about res dogs, but it was for res dogs. So the color scheme of the paintings are in hues and colors that are specific to a dog's color spectrum, and the work is hung low so that that also caters to a res dog audience. I've described my work as indigenous poetry in the face of conflict, but I really do believe art and work should be poetic, regardless of whatever else it is. I've been looking at a lot of Victorian painters, like the English painter like Edward Landseer, and also the Flemish painter Frans Snyder. Within Victorian symbolism in their paintings, dogs are used as kind of a symbol of like loyalty and obedience and kind of man's domination over nature, which is the exact opposite of what res dogs are. They're these feral, wild dogs. An overarching influence in my work is really comedy and specifically like indigenous humor. So I look at artists like, Andy Kaufman and also James Luna. I think he's been like a huge influence in, how I present work and how I think about work. Art is just so silly to me, just as a thing in general that like we make as humans, and the more wildly like conceptual like something is, sometimes like the funnier it just gets to me. And I think probably the greatest success out of the entire show really has been how it's kind of come full circle to kind of giving back to the res dogs here in New Mexico. So the project throughout the entire time that I've been doing it has been kind of working with various shelters and res dog specific rescues in New Mexico. And so they're invited to the show, and a portion of my proceeds go to them when I'm working with them. And I think that without, art's just so damn weird, and that if you're not using it to kind of give back to something socially like that, it's just a kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't, it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, why are we making these silly paintings if you're not going to help somebody with them, I guess.